Hello and welcome to my channel, Absolute Automation. So in the last chapter, we have discussed about Selenium class diagram, and in this video, we'll be discussing about Selenium 4 architecture and how it is different from Selenium 3 and what is the additional benefit we are getting in Selenium 4. Okay, so in order to explain Selenium 4 architecture, first you have to understand how the Selenium 3 works and what changes they have done in Selenium 4. Okay, guys. So we'll be discussing first with Selenium 3 architecture, how the communications were happening in a form of server client architecture. Okay. Okay. So without wasting time, we will proceed. Okay. So as you guys all know, we have Selenium client libraries. Okay. So Selenium client libraries are nothing but a set of jar files which contain actions and method which help us to automate our test cases. Okay. So this is my Selenium client libraries. Okay, so we have client libraries for different languages. Let's say we have for Java, we have for JavaScript, we have for C Sharp, we have for Python, we have for Ruby, and so many. Okay, so previously what happening is in Selenium 3, all the communications were happening through a JSON wire protocol. Okay, guys. So this is my JSON wire protocol. So when I say JSON wire protocol, so it's a set of rules. So protocol is nothing but a set of rules. And so this is my client and this is my server here. Okay, guys. So this is my server. So when the communications had happen between client and server, it happened in the form of HTTP request and response through JSON wire protocol. Okay, it is as simple as it is. Uh, Response, or I will say request and response. Okay, so suppose we are writing, we are, we are, we are automating in Java, so we have to use Java client library for Selenium, and when we trigger a suit, the communications happen through JSON wire protocol. Okay, guys. So let's say we have used any language, and then the client libraries will send a request, and then against that it will get a response. Okay, so what does JSON wire protocol do is it communicates with my driver binaries. Okay, guys. So different vendor we have Chrome, Firefox, IE, Safari, and so other. So these vendor provide their own binaries. Okay, so we have Chrome, we have Firefox, we have IE, we have Safari. Okay, guys. So these are my driver browser drivers. Okay. So these drivers are provided by different vendors. So for Chrome, Chrome vendor will provide the Chrome binaries. Okay. And these binaries communicate with my real browser. So what are these? Are these are again my real browsers. Okay, and the communication happen between the binaries and the browser happen through HTTP over HTTP server. HTTP over HTTP server. Okay, I hope this much is clear. Yeah. Okay, so again HTTP over HTTP server. Okay guys, so we have different real browsers as well. Okay, so I will repeat again. So in Selenium, um, this is Selenium 3 architecture, before Selenium less than 3.8. Yeah, so version less than 3.8. Okay, Selenium version less than 3.8. So what happened in Selenium version 3.8, guys? We have Selenium client libraries. So the client libraries communicate with my binaries in the form of JSON. So in using JSON wire protocol, so it will have a encoding and decoding on the both side. Okay. So what happen here is, so let's say my Chrome is already W3C. My Chrome browser is already a W3C compliance. Okay, my Chrome is following W3C standard guidelines. Okay, so in that case, what happen is, so my Selenium client binaries don't have the W3C standard protocol. Okay, so what were happening is the communications were happening through a JSON wire protocol. So that's why you have seen sometime a flakiness when we execute in multiple browser. Okay, so it's like communicating in two different languages. Okay, to align this, like in a real world, we talk to people. So the people who know Hindi or who know English, and it's like a bonding. We can communicate faster, and our communication will be more stable. Okay, you are getting, guys? Yeah. So in the latest, so what happened in Selenium 3, guys? All this is replaced with W3C protocol. W3C. Okay. So all this is replaced with W3C protocol, and the rest is same. Yeah. So everything is same. You, so suppose you have already a project which is using Sele uh, just a minute. Yeah. So if you have already a project which is using Selenium version less than 3.8, then you don't have to worry. Like, so there is a backward compatibility as well. Okay, guys. So, and if you want to migrate also into latest Selenium, so the latest Selenium as per the today uh, dependency, I will show you. I will show you guys. So these are my four versions of Selenium binaries. Okay. So the latest version as of now, November 2020, is 4.0.0 hyphen alpha hyphen 7. Okay. The more stable version in 3.141 is 3.141.59. That is the stable version. But in a version greater than 3.8, okay, in version greater than 3.8, we are already getting W3C protocol. Okay, so in the stable version, it is both W3C protocol and JSON wire protocol. But in Selenium 4, what happening is, guys, they are going to remove the support for JSON wire protocol, and the complete execution will happen only in the W3C protocol. Okay. So the question is, what is the benefit we are getting in Selenium 4 which were lacking in Selenium 3 with this change? So the change is pretty much um, observatory also. See, so when two-person communicate in their own language, so the communication is much effective. Okay, if I talk about a real world scenario, in a let's take it example. I'm talking in English with some other person, so my communication and both the person knows English, so the communication will be easy. And instead of that, so let's say I have to communicate with a French person and I don't know French. So in that case, I will be needing a mediator. Then I have to tell the mediator, and then mediator will convert it into French, and the vice versa. You can see there is extra encoding happening between a direct communication. So this extra gap is removed by W3C protocol. Okay, so all my browsers, Chrome, Firefox, IE, Safari, so they all are already W3C compatible. Okay, guys. So we have moved the Selenium client libraries also into W3C protocol. So the benefit is we will be communicating more stably with my browser. Okay, and note again here that all my binaries are still the same. All my APIs, not binaries. Sorry, guys. So all my APIs are still the same. So all the get, post, delete, okay, put these API calls, there is no change at the API level. Okay, guys, there is no change at the API level. Okay, guys. Okay. So I've so benefit is like so suppose in the earlier version, what happening is when you're running your script in multiple browser, so sometimes you may have observed that the test case which is working fine in Chrome is not working fine in IE. So this is guys because of the JSON wire protocol, the communications is not stable and consistent. So with this Selenium 4, it will be more consistent across the browser and it will provide more stability. Okay, guys. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so and what are the other benefit which we are getting is see as the communication is both happening in W3C protocol, so there are some enhancement we can see in the actions API. Okay, so what are the benefit we are getting in actions API? Sorry guys. Actions API is now much more richer. Okay, so in action we will get multi-touch, which is very interesting. I will be covering all this in a separate video. So the sole purpose of this video is to guide you, uh, is to provide information what is the difference between Selenium 3 and Selenium 4 major architecture point of view. All these things we'll be discussing in the future videos. Okay, we have multi-touch, we have zoom in and zoom out. Okay, we have we can perform zoom in and zoom out. Okay, guys. So these are the couple of advantages which we have in the action. Okay, okay, guys. So these are the major advantages, and even you can take a screenshot of a web element in Selenium 4. Okay, yeah. So these are these this is really really interesting, guys. Um, so in the currently the Selenium 4 version is in the alpha series. It means it under testing. So we'll be getting it soon in maybe 3 or 4 months from now. Okay, guys. And there is one more change in the class diagram of Selenium. Okay, so I will give you a overview what is the change. So what happening before is, so let's say we have a remote web driver class, and the remote web driver worked previously. So let's say we have a remote web driver class and we have a Chrome driver class. Okay, this is my Chrome driver. So in Selenium 3, what was happening is Chrome driver directly extends the remote web driver class. Okay, so this is specifically only for the Chrome, not for other browsers. Okay, so previously the Chrome driver directly extend the remote web driver, but now what happened is we have a Chromium driver in between. Okay, guys, we have Chromium driver in between, and what happening now is my Chromium driver extends the remote web driver, and my Chrome driver extends the Chromium driver class. So this is the change in the Selenium class diagram which I have covered in the last video. If you don't know, I will share the link in the description box. You can refer that. Okay, so there are many features in Selenium 4 which be for sure discussing in the future videos. Okay, guys. So and yeah, so this is all about the change in the architecture point of view. So the purpose of this video is to enable you guys what are the changes, and you can make a use of it. If you know anything more about the changes using W3 protocol, feel free to write it in the comment box. Okay, guys. So that's for all today. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do it. And thanks for watching this video. Thank you, guys.